Hi, I'm Robin Robinson, and welcome back to the Bard of Brands. In the Bard of Brands, we use Shakespeare to mine the great insight that he has into the human condition to understand how that impacts our brand out in the marketplace, especially the spirit brand that's in a bottle that is in an increasingly competitive market space. The most important thing that I feel is that impact of the story. But it's not just the story itself, it's how the story gets conveyed. The import, the passion, and even the logic behind the story that's really going to carry the day. And who else to tell us about this but Hamlet in his advice to the players? This is a very, very popular speech, and a lot of people know it, and it's been used a lot of time to kind of give us an understanding about how to convey things to other people. The setting of the scene is when the players come into Elsinore Castle and they're going to perform that evening for Hamlet, and Hamlet gives his advice to them. Speak the speech, I pray you, as I pronounced it to you, trippingly on the tongue. A lot of people get kind of put off by that word trippingly, but they think it's elitist or something like that, something that they're not able to do. But trippingly really means this. Use all the powers of your communication to get my story out there. Speak the speech, I beg you, as I gave it to you, as I pronounced it to you. Back then no one was literate, and so all of these things were actually conveyed verbally. So here's my story. Here's my brand story. Now, typically we give that to the brand ambassador because we hire brand ambassadors because of their ability to be sparkling and to be trippingly on the tongue. The other part of this now comes with the next phrase, and this is the admonition. But if you mouth it, as many of our players do, I had as lief the town crier spoke my line. If you mouth it, if you just have your mouth moving and know nothing of import, or if you overstate the scene, I might as well just let Donald Trump speak my lines. It's got that much impact. You've lost the impact of my story now. The whole idea of conveying this to people is to get the passion, to get the facts right, but to bring it out in such a way that we create an experience for them right there with the use of our words. And too many times I've encountered people on the marketplace that are just essentially mouthing the words out there, and they've lost me, and you can't afford to lose one particular customer or anyone in that way. And here's a great example of what you should do. Now we're going to actually jump to Henry V, one of the great history plays of Shakespeare's canon, and the character of the chorus. And the chorus appears throughout the entire play, and he is our narrator, but he's our narrator in a very, very, very special way. Because he starts out the play by saying, oh, for a muse of fire that would ascend the brightest heaven of invention. A kingdom for a stage, princes to act, and monarchs to behold the swelling scene. What chorus is saying is we don't have any of that there. We've got a bare stage. We've got some ragged foils, some badly painted swords to actually kind of give the idea about what's going to happen here. But I want you to come into this world of mine. I want you to share with me this experience together. And when you do it, trippingly on the tongue, you invite people into your world, whether or not you have a small table in front of a very busy counter in a retail store, or if you're at the end of a bar, a very, very busy bar, and you're trying to get people to come in and create that experience for you. This is how you do it. You do it by creating that through the trippingly on your tongue words, and by creating that environment where we actually invite people to join us in this make-believe world. To find out a little bit more about how we can do this together, how about we can make your brand stand out and find its uniqueness in the marketplace, contact me. RobinRobinsonLLC.com, and I look forward to seeing you. Thanks.